Welcome to Blind Run Round 2 of Virtue's Last Reward. Went swimmingly last time, and I demand more fluffy bunnies. Because 03 was amazing, and I want more fluffy bunnies. There are no 03 plushies. I looked into it, and I'm kind of sad. Because I was actually kind of hoping for those. But alas, I found none, so I will just stick with my Monokuma one, because he makes me happy. Okay, almost the exact same person. Sisters? Maybe? You were watching a rap battle? Lord help me. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that information. So apparently I'm going to need cross multiplication today. So I've brushed up on that. No? No? Still no? You've been watching rap battles since 07. Well, congratulations, sir. I remember the rap battle between Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny on Robot Chicken. So there's one for you. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's kind of fun. Epic Rap Battles of History is actually fantastic. That's a lie. I love that channel. It's absolutely fantastic, and if you haven't seen it, go now.
Everybody's seen that channel.
Well, if you haven't, now's your time.
It's now.
It's what? Louis Soir? Hurts every time. Gotta take that off. One of 3 possible rooms might involve cross multiplication. Well, if it does, I'm prepared. How about that? How about them apples? Okay, there we go. Oh, look, the little gecko! Alright, so we should, yeah. Let's say we should work this time. It is quite loud. Let's see, is hers her first voice? Is that it?
Isn't that obvious?
Yeah, we should turn voice up because 03 was kind of low. I wasn't a big fan of that. People you watch are like epic rap battles. Alright, that's cool. They make me happy. We used to watch them every time they would have one out. And silence. Alright, so we just got done in the warehouse with the first AB game. Is that volume working today? We cool, man? Yeah, so 03 just hung up on us. And we're still stuck in the warehouse.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
Don't pop the bunnies! That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now?
I don't know.
We've got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, it looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Quark is a cinder
split
block? Why is Quark a
5
cinder
minutes
block?
will give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
No? There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. How the hell did I end up here? I don't know. I don't know. Good question. Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I didn't piss anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes, but it was just that one time. And she was the one who went after me. Anyway, it was just an ordinary college student. If there was a ransom, I'd been abducted and put in an honorary game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. Dun dun dun. Look at his headwear. Yeah, it's true. How you wear a square hat on a round head? This is December 25th, 2028, early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I'd just finished writing a paper due that day and was headed to my car for some research. To my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across a chilly pavement. Last time I'd looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which had meant that today was Christmas Day. So why was I at school typing away feverishly on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry, I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye! All I got was one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow I didn't think drinking myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. Hey, Jamesy! Apply to get bits on the stream? Maybe. Been at it for a minute now. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. I drilled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise like a metal on metal and fell silent. God damn it. You stupid piece of shit. I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Poof. What the hell? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door for a moment. I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit, open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what had happened through the haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was somebody behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Dun dun dun! My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. And here we are. With an insane rabbit and a bunch of puzzles. When they opened again, I was in the AV room with Phi. Silva is pretty convinced he is getting some cheese. Dad, I'm starving. Nobody fed me. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity, but even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try to find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Does it matter? I doubt that it matters. Where did we go last time? The crew quarters? So we got the infirmary or the lounge, at least that we haven't visited. I kind of like fire. Let's go to the infirmary. Plus, there was an infirmary in the last game. I'm not entirely sure if there's actually any connection between the two. But crew quarters also makes me feel like we're on some kind of boat again. But I thought it was a boat last time, so... nothing makes any sense. Through the cyan door. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so it looks nothing like it. So this is the infirmary.
What are you doing here?
Still mad, huh?
Seriously?
Oh, come on now. You don't have to get your panties in a bunch.
That's easy for you to say, Dio. You're sitting pretty at 5 BP. Tenmyoji and I only have 1.
Well,
You do understand what that means, don't you?
that you'd die and I wouldn't.
That's
Yes.
no reason to take your anger out on people. You won't get your BP back by being a jerk to him.
What's this? You're gonna take his side? I thought you, of all people, would agree with me.
Eh,
I do.
No, you don't. You don't get it. Why would you care? You've got, what, maybe 5 years left? Maybe less?
that's
Not
terrible.
like you. I'm still young. I want to live a long life. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Yeah, I'm sure there's nothing that dude wants to do at all.
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes. I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
That's Alice, is the big boobed lady. Or we could just call her big boobed lady.
What an
I'm
idiot.
perfectly okay with this.
Excuse me?
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Ah,
Look, let me try this again. I'm frustrated, but there really is something important I have to do.
which is?
Avenge my father's murder. That's what I
Oh.
have to do.
What happened to him? Could you elaborate on
No,
that?
I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
Okay. Because there always has to be at least one big boobed lady in every anime. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped
No
here?
idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction. I was on their
Meaning...
trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
I can't say, but it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
Are you a
Well,
detective?
I wouldn't really say I'm a detective. Not a
Hi.
bad guess, though.
What?
Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Well, I mean, you don't really have the detective look.
I didn't say I was a detective.
Then what are you?
No,
Clay? Fine, well, whatever you are, don't look like one.
that's fine. In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better. Better I keep him guessing.
She's an agent!
Hey.
Right?
What's the
And
deal with
you're
you?
you're a circus master.
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right? I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No, she has nothing to do with my work. She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
We're
In the middle of
somewhere.
the desert.
A desert?
Yes.
Right. See, spoilers. Spoilers, but that makes a lot of sense, actually.
But that's an awfully long story.
Right. Which I'm sure we'll hear about.
Wait, hold on.
So this is
Why
way
am
after
I the only
999
person
then.
getting the 3rd degree? That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information too? We'll start with you, Tenmyoji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You two know each other, right?
Do I
Right?
have to answer that?
Why are you making it sound so bad? What is your
Well, if you
relationship
really
with the
don't
little
want to,
boy?
It's not like I can force you.
No. And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject. I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
I see. Very well then. Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
I tame lions.
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but I'm a circus ringleader.
Called it!
You're kidding.
Nope, I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world. It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th generation ringleader. My old man was a trapeze artist.
Cool.
He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed. Well,
That
I guess
sucks.
he wasn't really young. He was about 40. Still, he was pretty reckless for a guy that age. Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up. Guess he just took it too far.
I see.
That's not that old, in my opinion, though.
You lost your father too, then.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh, the Kawinky Dinks.
Guess I got a little sappy there. Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced. On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside.
And
Before I
gasses
can even
you.
get a look at them, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room.
Yeah, thanks. Sure am.
Anyway, enough about me. You still haven't heard your story, Sigma.
Puma's gonna have a birthday before me. What?
Who are you?
I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school, and when I got out of my car, this white gas got into my car. This white gas started pouring out
Are
of
you some kind
everywhere.
doctor?
Huh? No, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite
I
there
guess
yet.
you've been
It's-
working on that for quite a while, huh?
Yeah, I guess I
Can
have.
you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
Believe me, I've thought about it, but I just keep drawing a
What
blank.
about Zero?
No
Do
idea.
any of the people here look familiar to you?
Nope. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't really say for sure about Kay since I haven't seen his face. I suppose it's possible he's someone I know.
Just who is he anyway?
Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
Okay, well, Kay is a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance. What does she do?
I think she's a student. At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
Yeah, Cinder Blockhead. Well, I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? He's still in elementary school, right? What? Why is that funny? He ain't no kid at all. I'll tell you that much right now. He's probably not even remotely a kid. Yeah, I am totally 40. Rude?
Just forget about it. Yeah, you're right. Boy his age would be in elementary school.
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
And if it makes you feel better, sure.
K.
Well, I know a little about Luna. I got her talking when we were in the infirmary. She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
Fight me. That would be
Could mean she's a
hysterical.
doctor.
I don't know, she didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though.
She
I
reminds me
guess
of
nurse.
Beacon for some reason.
That leaves us with Phi. She's the most mysterious to me.
And Phi
What
would
does
be
a
like
girl
Kyoko.
that do?
You've been around her the most, Sigma. She told you anything?
Nope.
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there. Like, I looked at you, and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
It would be a wash. No, dude, completely. Not to assume that you would.
You sure?
No, nothing in particular. Yeah, she's a real mystery, alright. I honestly know about as much as you do, so basically nothing. Oh, hey, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up. I love you. This poor dog. I hadn't realized until I said it. I'd spent hours with Phi, and yet I knew nothing about her except her name, and I only had her word on even that was the truth. Who was she really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. A fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader, plus 2 total mysteries. What do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would grab a bunch of people randomly.
There's no point to talking about this. We should just focus on getting out of here.
I agree.
I'm gonna go check the
Where do you
others
plan
then.
on going?
Lounge. I was thinking maybe the lounge?
Right. Later, bro.
Okay, bro. I've headed out of the infirmary. No, the kid with the hat on is supposed to be an elementary kid. We're a college kid. We're trying to be a doctor, apparently.
Oh, hey, Sigma.
Can I get you a seat?
Are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? I just came here to check up on you guys. It's a creepy lounge. So, this is the lounge. A bar, sofa, and 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room.
Can I get you a drink?
You better not be
I turned
underage.
21 just the other day.
I see. Well, I guess we could probably have a drink or 2 then. Unfortunately, as much as this sounds fun as it sounds like, I don't think it's a very good
Why not?
idea. This is a really good time to be getting wasted.
Really? It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
You've got a point.
Sigma,
I'm just kidding. Besides, I've got a headache. Drinking is probably not
it
the
hasn't
best
gone
plan.
away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the bastard's back.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm sure if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before, anyway. Has this been happening to anyone else?
The headaches. Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago. I feel fine now, though.
What about Luna?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier. Not me. No headaches here. Well,
Well, what?
it's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird. Your head feels weird? No,
my body feels weird. Like my whole body.
That's strange. Do you feel kind of numb? I think I've got the same thing. It's kind of like when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms, and when you wake up, that arm feels kind of like it's not really yours anymore. It's just not my arm, though. My whole body feels like a numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but...
Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean. It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
It's because of the anesthetic gas. It
The
might
what now?
look like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Oh yeah, right. You never know.
It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it must have been pretty powerful stuff.
You think this might be some kind of side
Well,
effect?
it could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Alright, I'll go have a look somewhere else then. You guys gonna stick around here?
Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Alrighty. There's only one other place I hadn't gone, so we'll go back to the crew quarters. Again.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Fi, Alice, and I went
Did
through
you
all these
find
rooms.
anything suspicious?
Like a secret door or something?
If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told you?
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
Out of the ordinary.
What's this book?
Oh, that's a book of Meowth cats.
Out.
Oh, sorry. It's just this thing that happened to me whenever I was a kid. Whenever I started talking about cats, I started talking like one. It doesn't really mean anything, though.
Okay.
Alright.
That's weird. So what's the cat book about?
Oh, well, there's a quantum physics thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. This book talks all about
Oh,
it.
yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat. That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box. Something like that, right?
Meowby? I don't really know anything about it. I'm just telling you what Fi told
So
me.
it probably isn't gonna give us any
Ah, this kid.
Quark, you're doing it too.
Oops.
Yeah, we never did figure that out. Well, what about you guys? You checked out the lounge with Clover and Tenwenji, and Quark was in the infirmary with Dio and Luna. Anything suspicious
Well,
there?
this whole facility is pretty suspicious, but I suppose that's not what you meant. Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
Lunar eclipse?
Apparently, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028. All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
Isn't that just New Year's
I
Eve?
suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
Who's the Overwatch looking guy? That's Kay. All we know about Kay right now is he woke up and he was in this suit. He's claiming amnesia right now, and so we don't know anything about him. So he's just Kay. Like the letter K. The 31st. I'd been knocked out and drawn out on the 25th, so the 31st would have been 6 days after that. Lunar eclipse. What did it have to do with any of this? Try as I might, I couldn't think of any way an eclipse would be connected to our abductions.
What about the infirmary, Quark? Did you find anything there?
Yeah,
Kay is a gentleman.
we did find something. Just one thing, though. Dio and Luna didn't tell you? Okay.
No.
I got it right here. Just a second.
Quark reached into his pocket and pulled out what appeared to be a newspaper clipping. My throat began to tighten as I read it. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. He is very well spoken, though. I'll give him
It seems
that.
a little hard to believe.
If it really is some kind of pandemic, though, that sounds like a pretty big deal.
Yes, it does.
There hasn't been anything on the news, though. This is the first time I've even heard of the term Radical 6.
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside. Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
Worldwide Health Organization. Yes. Clover's voice shattered the silence. Uh-oh.
You guys, hurry! You need to come with me.
Has something happened?
Yes, I mean, sort of. I mean, we found something.
Oh!
What did you find?
It's horrible. It's
Oh.
really scary.
Horrible.
Never mind. Just shut up and follow me. You'll understand when you see it.
Okay. Where is
Right
it?
over here in the next room. Just follow me.
Clover was first into the room, followed quickly by me, Kay, and Quark. She said nothing, just pointed under the bed. The three of us crouched down and followed her finger. There it was. Is it a bomb?
I think it's a bomb.
Yeah. No, no way.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
Eh? Someone's dead, calling it. Of course, I was the same bomb. It was the same bomb I'd seen in my vision. It hadn't been a hallucination. Had it actually been a premonition?
We need to tell everybody.
No, it's all right. Luna's out rounding them up. They should be here in just a few seconds.
And bomb. Goody!
See?
Where is it? Where's this bomb?
No sooner had she spoken the words than the rest of her fellow captives appeared. Luna pushed through them and pointed at the bomb.
There. You see?
For several long moments, we just stared in silence. Slowly, we began to eye one another. Old suspicion suddenly reawakened. It was Vi who finally broke the silence.
Doesn't look like it has a timed detonator. There must be a remote somewhere.
You're right. It'll probably use an active button or switch of some sort, not a dead man switch. If we can get it, we should be safe as long as we don't press the button.
Who was the first person to
Me
find this?
and Luna. We found it while we were searching this room.
I thought you and Luna were in the lounge.
Well, yeah. We looked all over, but we couldn't find anything there. So we gave up on the lounge and came here.
I can confirm that. I wanted to look around the lounge some more, so I stayed back. You guys must have found it when you got here then?
Yes.
How did you know it was a bomb?
Well, I mean, I could tell just by looking at it.
Why?
Why?
During
Yeah.
my train...
Clover!
Clover's eyes widened and she clapped her hands over her mouth.
Anyway, this is definitely a bomb.
So...
I guarantee
what?
How do you know?
I just do, okay?
You sounded pretty sure about the switch, too. How do you know all this?
Let's just say
So what's
it's
she
an
hiding?
occupational hazard.
What kind of occupation do you have?
I can't tell you that.
Spare me the bullshit.
Yeah, what
This
training?
isn't time for keeping secrets.
Please, just trust me. Look, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm sure that's a bomb. And it's not just any kind of bomb. It's an antimatter bomb.
Antimatter?
What?
You mean a bomb that uses annihilation energy?
Oh, you know what that is? Anyway, yes, you're right.
What's Annie Hill Nation?
I would have thought you'd know.
Huh? Why?
Well, your name is Quark. You do know what that means, right?
Yeah,
No?
Grandpa told
Quark?
me about it. He said it's an elementary particle, one of the smallest bits of matter, but I don't really know anything else.
I didn't know that, so.
Can you explain it to him, Tenmyoji?
Oh, I still hear there's a fucking
Well, you know him best. I thought you could explain it best.
Let me think. I don't know. It's hard to think of a way to explain it in simple terms.
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Yes. Phi nodded and turned to Quark.
Okay. To begin with, we usually refer to bits of matter as particles, but there are also these things called antiparticles. For example, an electron is a particle with a negative charge. It has a sort of opposite, which is the antiparticle called the positron. It has a positive charge instead of a negative one, like the electron. So, protons have antiprotons and neutrons have antineutrons. Antimatter is a general term that covers all the antiparticles. The thing that's interesting about antimatter is that because it's the opposite of normal matter, when they collide, they both sort of cancel each other out. When they cancel each other out, though, it releases a whole bunch of energy. That process is called annihilation. So, an antimatter bomb is a bomb that uses annihilation energy.
Yeah,
I don't really get it.
Oh. Alright, how about this? You've got men and women, right? They're kind of like complete opposites.
Yeah.
What happens when you put them together?
what happens when you take a boy and you take a girl and they love each other very, very much?
Well, if there were, quantum men and women, then when you put them together, they'd disappear. Because their opposite elements cancel each other out. Like when a plus cancels out a minus, you get 0. That's annihilation. But when you get annihilation, you also get...
I know! A baby!
In this case, the baby you get is the energy from the annihilation. It's not a real baby, of course, but like a baby, it's got all sorts of potential to do amazing things.
That's kind of a strange explanation.
You followed it though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that thing under the bed isn't going to be making a baby. Just how big of an explosion are we gonna get here?
It's
Yeah,
really simple,
that's the good
actually.
question.
Just use Einstein's E equals mc squared. The mass lost during annihilation will be converted to energy, so...
So
So you would take the total mass of matter and antimatter and multiply it by the speed of light squared.
whoever
That should get
said
you the amount of energy.
that video games don't teach you shit?
For example, let's say that it has 350 milligrams of antimatter. That would mean there would also be 350 milligrams of matter, right?
So you'd have 700 milligrams total.
Yes. That means annihilation would produce roughly 63 trillion joules.
63 trillion
That's
joules?
about as much energy as the Hiroshima bomb.
What the?
Jesus.
You've got to be kidding me. But there's only 350 milligrams of stuff in there.
Well, technically it's 700 milligrams since you have the matter and the antimatter.
That's not the point. We're talking about something that weighs less than a gram being equal to a bomb that weighed like 10,000 pounds.
Don't get so excited. I think I know what kind of bomb this is. It's probably using antihydrogen. There should only be about 25 micrograms of material in there.
That's less than 1,000th of a gram. So you'd only get about 45 billion joules of energy, right?
What does that mean?
About as much explosive power as 1 ton of TNT.
A ton?
Yeesh.
Well, approximately.
And how exactly should I not worry about that? It's enough to blow up a 10-story building!
True. But it's a lot less powerful than an atomic bomb. We don't know how big this place is. If we can get far enough away from the bomb, we might have a chance of survival.
Perhaps, but how do we know this is the only bomb?
What do you mean?
Look at it carefully. It's got a number 3. Do you see it?
These are very fair
If
points.
the bombs are numbered,
Then there could be a number 2 bomb or a number 1 bomb there, huh?
yes. There's no way to know if this is the final bomb either. There could be a 4th, or a 5th, Or
Or so on and so on.
Anyway, we can't just sit here and do nothing. We should move it.
Somewhere. Dio stepped forward and reached for the bomb.
No! Don't touch it.
Alice grabbed Dio by the wrist and jerked him away from the bed.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Have you got a death wish or something? This bomb is here because somebody planted it. Do you really think they didn't rig it to go off if some idiot tried to move it?
Well, then what the fuck are we supposed to do?
We'll just have to leave it be for now.
Right.
Until we can find the detonator or figure out how to turn it off.
And you're telling us we should just prance off and ignore the incredibly deadly bomb that is probably gonna kill us all?
Well, how else are we supposed to stop it? I mean, that's kind of the point.
Do you know how to turn it off?
Well, there is a way.
Then spill the beans, lady. How do we turn the damn thing off?
Spill the beans,
There should
lady.
be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate.
So we just need to get this
Yes,
password.
that's right.
But there's no keyboard or anything on the ball.
Look again. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
Okay.
Who would do something like this?
I have no idea. But we can figure out when they did it. When you and I searched this room, we didn't find anything, right? So that means the bomb must have been planted after we'd left.
After we left? But when we went and checked out the chromatic doors, we were all there. And after that, we'd all been around other people. There's no way anyone could have snuck off to planet.
I don't know about that. After we finished the AB game, we all split up. But if someone planted it right before then...
Oh, yeah. You don't know, do you? Before we went off to the 3 rooms, we searched the hallway.
Fun.
Everybody was all split up.
Yeah. Anyone could have come by here then. It would have been easy to sneak away.
You know, I don't remember seeing you around, Sigma. What were you doing?
Me? Huh? Well, I was just kind of deep in thought, I guess. I stayed behind in the warehouse when you guys went off. Hey, why are you guys giving me that look? You don't think I planted it, do you?
Said that.
Not out loud, you didn't. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know anything about this bomb.
Really? Are you sure? Back when we were in the AB room, you said you saw the moment when the bomb exploded.
That was just, I could hardly say premonition. If they didn't think it was the worst lie on the planet, then they think it was insane. Wait. This doesn't make any sense. According to Tenwanji, any one of us could have been in here. Why am I the only one who's under suspicion? Also, there's no way to know what the culprit here is actually one of us. Maybe there's someone else in here and they're set up to the...
Impossible. There's
Why?
no way that would get past Zero. And there's no way Zero would let anybody do something that would get in the way of the game going forward. What?
When you say Zero, you mean the AI, right?
Of course.
This is confusing. From now on, let's refer to the real Zero, the one behind all of this, as Zero Senior, which would, of course, make the AI Zero Junior.
Okay, fine with me.
Whatever makes it work,
Anyway.
that's fine.
Whichever one it is, they're not going to let a 10th person in. There's no way.
But what if the 10th person is Zero
I
Senior?
don't think it could be.
Tenmyoji. We skipped that whole part where everybody just gets nicknames and I just kind of figured out.
Well, Zero Jr. said so. He said that the real Zero was one of us.
And who needs English? If those, like... Fi and Clover were right. There couldn't be a 10th guest, and Zero Senior was without a doubt one of us. But if that was the case, then could Zero Senior have planted the bomb? If not, then who had? Alice, Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, Tenmyoji, Fi, or Cinder Blocks. Seemed insane, but could it have been Quark? No, why would Zero Senior have gone to all that trouble of setting a bomb? To make this game more exciting? To make it seem more dangerous? It didn't fit at all, but if that was the case, then the person who planted the bomb was someone other than Zero Senior.
Oh no!
You haven't needed English since February of last year, and I'm still going strong. What?
This is bad. Press the buttons on your bracelet.
Oh, shit. Is this for real?
4 minutes until the chromatic doors open.
Let's go then.
You're right. This bomb
Oops.
thing is gonna have to wait until...
Well, y'all suck. Run as fast as you can. Oh, did you go? Where? Clicky. Guess we're getting there.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Alrighty.
Hey, the doors are open.
We need to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Does it matter which door I pick, or do I just keep doing whatever I feel like doing? Well, what are our options
Pay
this
attention.
time?
I'm only saying this once. Just like the last time, we've got 3 possible combinations.
Vi quickly laid out our choices. Option A, Luna and I pair up with Clover and go through the green door. Tenmyoji and Dio pair up with Alice and go through the red door. Kay and Quark pair up with Fi and go through the blue door. Option B, Luna and I with Fi, Tenmyoji and Dio with Clover, and Kay and Quark with Alice. Option C, Luna and I with Alice, Tenmyoji with Dio, and Fi, Kay, Quark, and Clover.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Okay, how do we do
You decided
this?
the first time, right? Then can I
Yeah.
decide this time?
Why
I think
you?
I deserve it. I only have 1 BP left. Doesn't it seem like the fair thing is to let the person who's at the greatest disadvantage choose?
Do what you feel like. Alice will refuse to go with you. I kind of wondered. I wasn't going to pick the option anyway, to be honest. But I kind of wondered if she would
Wouldn't you
refuse.
agree?
Yeah, no.
That means you should get to choose too. I mean, you've only got 1 BP, right?
You've got a point. But how about we listen to what Alice wants first? So tell us, which door and which people do you want?
The green door. And I want to go with Kay and Quark.
I see. Option B, then. That means Tenmyoji and Dio
Yeah, I was
will
thinking
go
B.
with Clover through the blue door. Is that all right with you, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
Why? If we go through there together, that means you'll be playing against me in the next AB game. Are you really sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Matter of fact, that's why I want to go with you. You said you didn't trust me, right? Well, I'd like to change your mind. I figure this will give me the chance. I've been wanting to pair up with Alice, too.
He's wanting to pair up with all the ladies.
Something I want to talk to you about.
Oh. And that is?
We'll get to that later.
Anyway, Alice's first choice would be option B then?
Yes.
What about the rest of you? Is that okay too?
I thought about it for a moment. If I went through option B, then Luna and I would go through the red door with Fi. As far as how I felt about that, it's fine with me. I really don't care.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
have any
fine.
problems with it.
Yeah, whatever. There were no objections.
Then we're all set. Let's go, everybody.
You gotta go with like the Meekin
Seconds
chick.
remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We better go. We nodded quickly to one another and split up. Kay, Quark, and Alice headed over for the green door while Tenmi, OG, Dio, and Clover ran over to the blue one. My feet slapped against the hard metal of the warehouse floor, and Luna and Phi and I ran into the red chromatic door and the next stage of the nonary game.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Oh god, did I really? Yay! Cross multiplication time! Crap. Alright, well it was bound to happen eventually anyway, right? But of course I did. Boom, 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 boom. Is this a dead end?
Every door seemed to be locked.
Yeah, looks like it.
I wonder what this thing is.
Looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
It's got a lever. Try pulling it, Sigma. It might be
Why should I?
dangerous. Maybe it'll trigger an explosion. Or possibly it shocks you when you pull it. Who knows?
Right. Then I have no choice. Did you really think I'd say that, you heartless monster? There's nothing on either side, is
What's
there?
that supposed to mean?
Sorry for the confusion. I was talking about your breasts.
It's called dressing modestly. I'll have you know I'm a C-cup.
If you're a C-cup, I'm packing 12 inches. We continued in the vein for some time until... Oh, that's nice. Huh?
What?
It sounded like you two might take a while, so I pulled the lever. Is that okay?
Sure.
Only the one on the left opened.
The others are still shut tight.
Well, we should get going anyway.
Yeah.
Ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum. What the crap is this? Where are we? Where did we go? What is this place?
Looks like some kind of control room.
I can see a huge machine of some sort on the other side of this window. Maybe a generator?
No clue. Right, well, let's split up and look
We need
around.
cards with a moon on them for the next AB game, right?
Yes. They're probably in this room
Let's get
somewhere.
started.
Alright! And some part of this is going to involve cross multiplication. Alright, so let's see. Let's see what we got here. We got computers, looks like a control panel. It's covered with screens and buttons. Oh. This is nifty. Alright, so we got some lever doohickeys. Yeah, we can move these, so we gotta figure out which ones need to go on and off. It says off on the top and on the bottom. Boom, 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 boom. Those are the only ones, I guess. Door we came through, cardboard boxes. A few different books. Doesn't there look like there are any clues there, though? Okay. At this AV game, pick ally or else you will miss a scene. Can do! Alright, there's our safe. Some more bookish type things. Right. Piece of paper has 4 rows of 4-digit numbers. Color of each digit seems to be random: green, blue, yellow, pink. They all look like highlighter colors. Okay. Rope made out of polypropylene. Okay. red clock. It says it says 11,400 seconds on the face. Not sure why. Is it promising? Let's see. I can't understand any of this. Some kind of code? None of these have anything useful, so much for that. So, alright, more cardboard boxes with machinery in them. Looks like something in the blue box. Oh, compass. I actually, have one of those. Mine's red and black, though. Literally the only branch that is like this. No, I appreciate you letting me know, though. And a protractor. Yep. Geometry. Suck my life, man. Like, seriously. I have all of this because I just had to do all of this. Why must you torture me? More papers. This one says 510 minutes. Boom. Ah, here we go. More fun stuff. This locker looks like the one in the crew quarters, even the puzzle on the panel. Yeah, this has got something to do with the clockies. Hours and minutes, huh? So I was supposed to convert those? Maybe? There are 4 spots I need to fill. If I put the right numbers and press it, it should unlock. No, I agree with that. And this one's gonna be okay. 5 plus 4, or divided, or multiply. Alright, so we're gonna need some numbers. Holy crap, 510 minutes. What was the other one? What was pink or red? Red is 11,400. Gonna jot that down. That's probably gonna be useful eventually. What's this? On, off, on. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the lever deal somehow. There's a hole in the middle of it. Oh, yeah. The sheet has on and off written a bunch of times. There's a tiny hole in the middle of the paper that looks like it was made with a needle. With the compass? Are you thinking about putting the compass needle in that hole? Yes, I was. I am so thankful that I took this class to know that. Recently, anyway. Like, it's very much common knowledge, but I would not have been able to pull that from high school. I wouldn't have thought about it off the top of my head. Five things I think I need to open the compass before I can draw a circle with it. Yeah, can you open it? Or should we draw a circle on a piece of paper, I would assume? How big of a circle? I don't know. If we had an angle to set the compass, okay, so maybe look at it with that. Okay. I was thinking of measuring the angle. Right. The angle of what? The line? I don't think the paper and the protractor have anything to do with one another. Fine. You want it combined with the compass? Alright. Let's put the compass in the middle. I'm so proud of you. I'm telling you, I literally just had to do this stuff, so that's kind of why this is easier. So now it should cross through off, off, on, off, on. I just need to make sure I've got the right order of that, really. High five, beast. Boom. Off. 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 On, off, on. So hopefully that should look at this really quick, I guess. Yeah, no idea. That's how we get power, though. Oh, these pipes. Looks like the black and yellow lever. It says power under it. Maybe flipping these levers will let us change the amount of electrical current. What would that accomplish? I don't know. Well, I'm guessing the power lever is the source. Might as well give it... Look at the 320. The lever is missing. Ah. Yes, it is. Without a replacement lever, I don't think we'll be able to do anything. So I first need to get a replacement. It's a tall screen. Yeah, we need to... Yeah, that's the power for this. I would guess it's used to analyze things. It looks like it's missing a part, though. Alrighty. And then the door. And then back to where we started. Okay, so let's... Anything down here? No? Okay. Oh, you? Yeah, test. Okay, we'll need that. That's useful. Doesn't go with... No? Okay. Okay! So is this supposed to be what they mean? Like blue is for E, pink is no, or pink is for T? Maybe. I just had a full batch of pigs in a blanket. I'm making nachos later. So excited. Pigs in a blanket are fantastic. I make those rather frequently, actually. Let's see, the letter T is on there. Did you see that thing plugged into the side of the laptop? Looks like a memory stick. Whoop. With a line on it. I don't think it's a memory card. Unless I miss my guess, it's actually a portable scanner. See, that's a thin slit on the end. Just wave that part over any image or text you want to scan, then you can just plug it back into the laptop. Oh. Do I need to do it with both? Oh. Okay. The screen changed. I think it's because you pulled that thing out? Maybe. Seven, 2, 3, 1. Okay. So I need it to show me the other thing. Oh, now the screen's blue. And this is a, I see what it's doing there. Is this for a panel on the safe? Yes. I do. View the passwords you have found in the archive. Navigate the past tab. I don't think we have any right now. Yeah, just safe control room. Yay! I did a thing!
Yes, I blew everybody
Well, thank you. What?
I said, yes, I blew everybody up.
He did a thing too! He's over there blowing everybody up. Thank you, sir. Hopefully there is something for me yet. I don't think this is a code that we need to use at all. Safe quarters, safe elevator. Wait, safe control room? Go back. Is this one? Okay, go try it. You didn't even get that one? Dang! Well, I feel pretty good about myself now. That's not it, though. That's way too easy. That can't possibly be it. Guess we'll just see. Oh hell! Cool! Why not? Piece of cake! Gold file! Alright. So, the other one... This puzzle was pissing you off too much. See, that happens. It's kind of funny to see, like, how your brain works. Like, what do you pick up on that other people don't pick up on, or what comes easier to you? Or how flustered you get at being stuck on one. Guilty. Sun, moon, moon. No? No? So just no? Okay, cool deal. Well, you say congratulations on that, and that's about as far as we're getting. I just wanted out of the fucking room. Oh yeah, this is where we're headed. That's right. Okay, I'm not sure. Those two? No? Not really sure what order it wanted them in. In which case it would be these two. Yeah, and this... Okay, yep, that's what I needed to happen. Thank you. It wasn't me! It just fell off! Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Well, because it's off now, so no point crying over spilt levers. Maybe we can use it somewhere. Like, where? I know where! Pick me! Me, 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 me! I'm going the long way. I am going the long way. But nope, those are just boxes. That's right. Up over here. Alright. Right there. Now we need numbers! There we go. I did get 3, 2, 7, 1 green arrow. I've yet to figure that one out exactly. So what should I do with this thing? If I found a manual on the floor... Oh, I found a manual on the floor over there. It says that this machine doesn't really use electricity in a conventional way. Those tubes use some kind of special liquid to transmit electricity. Actually, it's pretty complicated. The simple version is that you can adjust the voltage by adjusting the flow of the liquid. So let's say you turn that rightmost lever all the way to the left. If you do that, then all the liquid coming from 420, or 240, 420, haha, will go to the left tube. Oh, okay, so that's where the arrows are going. Turn it all the way to the right, and it all goes to the right tube. Okay, so that's where the arrows are for. That's cool. What if you put the key in the middle? What? Oh, you're watching... Oh, Attack on... Yeah. Then it gets halved. Each pipe will end up with 120 instead of getting 240. Oh, this is gross. So what's the deal with the question marks? Those represent unknowns in the target values. Those ones with 3 question marks means it's supposed to be a 3-digit number, while the ones with only 2 means they're supposed to be 2-digit, right? And of course, a single question mark means a value of only a single digit. What about the one that starts with 3? Well, I guess it means that it's the hundreds digit, so it has to be 3. So, question 4. Question means the tens digit has to be a 4? Right. So we need to adjust the lever so that the liquid gives us the right numbers on the bottom. Once you've got all those levers set, the power will work. Gotcha. Okay, with the lever puzzle, keep pulling the power to see how many you have right. Green light indicates right. Cool. Liquid only flow from top to bottom. The manual is very specific about that. Alright, let's do this thing! So do I... Oh, okay. Okay, so well, there has to be... Okay, it has to be a 3271 with an arrow. It has to be something with this, dude. I feel like I missed another... I have no idea. Oh, hell yeah. Whatever. Oh, damn. I moved some of them. So they'll actually, change up on you there. Alright. Oh, that was a backwards motion. That was another backwards motion. Oh, shits. So it's just these two. I've somehow already figured out the other one. This giant... Okay, well that works for that one. Oh, nope, that's a fail all around. These noises hurt my ears. It might need to be over here though. I don't want to move the other ones, I was doing so good. Yeah. No. So do that one and it's right. Why don't you take it out slow and think which ones you already have green? I'm working on it. I've got this one. It means you need to float, but see, that does erg. It's mostly these three. Cool! There we go. Problem solved. I am a champion! I did an accidental thing! It turned on the power. Yes, it did. It's powered, but nothing's happening when you touch it. Power, but we're still missing a part. Okay, so somewhere... Oh! What is that thing? An octopus! That's a pretty big octopus. Yeah, it would take us all our lives to eat something that big. Don't eat it. I think maybe that's an annihilation reactor. As you were consecutively turning off green lights. I know. You mean like a bomb? Yes, the core of the annihilation bomb would work on the same principles. I think Fi knows a lot more about these things, though. Well, I wouldn't say that. I just picked up a few tidbits of information here and there. Tidbits, huh? If it is what Luna thinks, it should be pretty simple. There's going to be a bunch of matter and antimatter in there. Probably hydrogen and antihydrogen bumping into one another. When something... Stop! Too complicated! You're saying that octopus thing is a machine that runs off of annihilation energy, right? Well, machine is a weird way to put it. It's more like an engine, like a steam engine or an internal combustion engine, just better. All of the electricity in this facility is generated by Mr. Octopus. So that would make this room... Yes, this is Mr. Octopus's control room. Alrighty then. Oh, I haven't forgotten about the lockers. I just don't know what to do with them. I mean, unless it's something to do with... Like, let's see, do I have anything left? I just don't have any idea. Well, this was the Howard... Okay, we should probably start with this one. In hours and minutes, one of them has 510 minutes, one of them has 11,400 seconds. Do I need to convert? Okay, so it's 190 minutes. No, I get that. I get how to match them. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the numbers they gave me on there. Like the blue clock is the blue clock was 510 minutes. So how many hours is that? It's 8.5. See, it's not coming up. They make you like bust some stuff out here, right? It's saying that 510 minutes is 8.5 hours. Says it's 8 hours. Okay, so that's 8 hours and 30 minutes. And then the seconds was... Mm-hmm. And 3 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna try that. So they actually make you bust out calculators to do these conversions. Because that's a lot of seconds. Okay, so for the blue clock, we're going with 8 hours and 30 minutes. So 6, 7, 8. So 8 hours and 30 minutes. Let's see here. see. Oop. And then 3 hours. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Yes? Yay! I did it! Alright. Ooh! It's so pretty! What is it? A rainbow tree root? I'm not giving it away, I want it. They can't take this from me. I'm keeping it. I think it's a root system from a tree. Come on, no tree has rainbow roots. I don't think it looks like naturally. They probably painted it. It's pretty ugly. I agree. So what am I supposed to do with it? I'm sure it'd make a delightful souvenir, but I don't think I'd make it past customs. Maybe you're supposed to put it somewhere? Like, well, on that machine, perhaps? Right. But I don't wanna. Yes, it did. It gave me 4 green numbers that didn't tell me anything to do with them. Or in what order they needed to be in. Unless it's 3271. 1 plus 2 is 3. Two plus 0 is 2. Seven. I think that was 1 is 0. Had an arrow going from top to left? Yeah, but the numbers were set like weird. That's all I meant by it. Again, this is bad. I'm trying to remember where the 1 comes from. Oh, hold on. Oh, there it is. See? Because that clearly wasn't the order. Right to left, top was a typo. No, you're fine. Like I said, it's just it had the numbers like set in a weird way. So maybe 7, 2, 3, 1. Two. No. Boom, 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 boom. See, because in my mishmash, I have that. And they were like in this weird little diagonal thingy. Chicken white. Maybe 7. Did I just do that? Did I try 7213? Okay, cool. There we go. Three was probably a little further over than I thought. There we go. Alright. Disc-shaped part. Yeah, that looks kind of useful. Do I need to actually... No? Okay, we'll just go back to the thing then. Alright. Piece goes meow. This doesn't feel right. I think like we're missing something as we are. My rainbow root that I don't feel like giving up. But fine. I think I put this rainbow colored root here. Nothing's happening. Hold on, it's there we go. It's moving. But ready for what? Ready for you to use this, I guess. The screen? Yeah, I think. Okay. This machine is a CT scanner. You mean like from a hospital? One of those things that can take pictures of cross sections of your brain and organs and stuff. Yes, it can image things over and it can image things other than human bodies too, like this root, for instance. I was like, you are not dyslexic. So what we're saying on the left is a slice of that root. I think so. What are we supposed to do then? I think trial and error is going to be the way to figure this one out. Just start messing with it and we'll see what happens. Goody! Dragging up and down where the image of the root is displayed will allow you to scroll between layers. Bottom layer has 8 circles of different colors. 4 of those circles are blank. Assign an appropriate number to each circle. The numbers you can use are displayed below. In the cross section, you move the numbers where they need to go by dragging them. What? This is where all this cross-multiplying crap is going to come from. Okay. Like, the two apart from each other? So how do they need to be set up, I guess? Oh, do all of them with x over 100.
How long do you cook yours for in these big ass holes?
The egg?
By the way.
1 egg for 1 minute? Yeah. Just mix it up with salt and pepper is how I do it.
I got it.
No, I'm sure you do. I didn't think you...
I just don't want to overcook it because these bowls are smaller and bigger than one they.
I got you. I said that wasn't a lack of faith, believe me. Hell, you taught me how to do the bread. So, all kinds of math. Yay. So, 4 over 16 equals x over 100. Which would be 4 over 16x. I really should have been doing like... And then we multiply that over 16. So 400 divided by 16. Alright, so yellow is 25. Now we move on to red. 3 over 15 times x over 100 is 300. 15x. So red is 20. Green is 600 divided by 20, 30, which leaves blue to beat question marks. Great. Okay, so like yellow was 25, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So I guess 6 goes here. Red is 20, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 8. Green is 30. 30 would be 9. Maybe? I don't know if this is right necessarily, though. Yep. Then, wait, then minus the number given in the puzzle from the solution. What? He's just like, no, last one's 10. He's like, no, seriously, just take that one. There we go. Now it's green. Would you look at that? Oh, okay. Yep. So I probably need that one for the safe. I don't ever bother with the last one. Gotcha. We'll appreciate it. So, star, sun, sun. No? Oh, which one did I just look at? Oh, star's in the middle. There we go. Fuck for brains invented this puzzle, but the intensity is real, man. Alright. First we've got our map. It says floor B. The one we found in this crew quarter said floor A. So did the one in the infirmary. We came down here using an elevator, right? So that would make A the top floor. Seems weird. Don't the numbers usually count up from the bottom floor? Well, look at it this way. A for above, B for below. Why does that seem ominous? Whatever, moving on. Our next prize. Those are Ambidex room keys. This is a calculator, some kind of an input device. Has a keyboard on it, and a cable connected to the top. We can worry about that later. Might as well take it with us for now, though. Finally, the key. Yay! Oop. Alright, now we can leave. That one wasn't too bad. That one wasn't too bad. We found it! Because we are awesome.
An Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
That puzzle was a bane on your existence. I believe it. That last part.
Maybe someone from another team opened one of them. They must have found a moon card.
Well, why the hell would they just go and open one of the doors on their own?
Back upstairs. Whoever jumped the gun is probably in the warehouse.
Right. Well, shit, yeah, you suck. So we're moving, we're running fast. You act like this is a game with trustworthy people. Never. What? Ow. We leapt out of the magenta door and into the warehouse. There stood Tenmunji, Dio, and Clover. What the hell is this? Why did you open one of the A beers before the rest of us got back?
Clover and I haven't done anything.
Dio didn't feel like waiting, I guess.
You got a problem?
Yeah? Yes, I do have a problem.
I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB rooms.
Are you kidding me? We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common sense.
Sigma's right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere. What if they can't get back in time?
Dio's a dick. No sooner were the words out of her mouth.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Did something happen?
It's Quark, you see. He
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed. It
Oh,
happened
God.
so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. This condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Wow, Tenmyonji shoved Kei aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after him. After he opened the room. Good job, dude.
Quark, come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Tenmyonji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was Clover who stopped him.
Hey, what are you doing? He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. What if you make him worse?
Then what am I supposed to do? I have to save him.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you. He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance.
Yeah, I'm
and stop
sure
freaking
most
out about
collapsing isn't a good thing.
Son of a bitch. This is serious.
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. There are plenty of diagnostic tools, but
Without a doctor, there's not going to be much we can do with him.
Oh, right. Well, we've got Luna.
That's right. I remember Dio saying something. You have a medical license, don't you?
wait, really? Is that true, Luna?
Well, yes, but...
You have to take a look at him then. Please. Quark needs your help.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's
An
called
atom?
An atom. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
So that thing can tell us what's wrong with Quark.
Yes, I believe it can.
I don't want to rush you, but the sooner the better. Just let us know if you need anything.
Of course.
The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body. Within seconds, his results lit up on the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
An infection?
Oh no.
Oh no. Don't tell me.
He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
Oh, shit. Okay. Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean.
Yeah. I told Alice and Tenmyoji about it.
Fi and I heard about it from Luna.
Dio and Luna were two of the first people to investigate the infirmary. They must have seen the newspaper clipping that Quark found. I'd stay behind after the AB game, and they'd all split up and gone into different rooms. It seemed like one way or another, everyone had heard about Radical 6.
No, he can't. How could he have gotten infected? That's not possible.
Something about the tone of his voice seemed strange. Why wasn't it possible? Had Tenmyoji known about Radical 6 before the rest of us?
There must be something we can do! How can we cure him?
Well, Adam says there's an antiviral serum called Excelivir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the infirmary somewhere?
Yeah, we looked around, but we didn't see anything.
I don't trust a damn thing you say. I'm asking Luna.
I'm sorry, but Io's telling the truth. We didn't find anything.
This doesn't seem very fun.
What about the other rooms? Sigma, what about you? Did you find anything?
You mean in the control room? All that we had was a bunch of stuff for controlling the generator. I don't think anybody would put medicine there.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the archives. Books and so on in abundance, but no medicine.
Oh God. He's going to... Oh God, no.
Look, just to be sure, where did the three of you go?
Someplace called the Bee Garden. It was kind of like a park with trees and stuff. Yeah.
But...
no medicine. Maybe some medicinal plants?
Right. Tenmyoji slumped to the ground. For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Quark! Oh, thank God. You're
What?
awake.
Get
Kay?
away from me!
What? Quark, what are you...
Ooh, what the hell?
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But... how?
Like this.
Quark's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight towards his heart.
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Pretty tough for a kid. Guys, could use a hand.
Yeah, right.
On it.
Me too.
Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Why is he trying to kill himself? What the hell? What the hell are you doing? Get over here! Tenmyoji, can you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body! They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape! Please,
Oh God.
you have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody!
Holy
Kill me!
crap.
Kill me! Kill me!
H, exclamation points. Jesus, this kid lost it. Somebody get that scalpel thing away from him. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. What are we gonna do? We're gonna gotta calm him down somehow.
Yes?
Are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Superil Beta.
Sopero?
That's the anesthetic.
Yeah, knocked him
The
out.
one that's in our bracelets. Good. Perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay. Let me just...
Alrighty.
I've got it.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
You're gonna trank you like a bull elephant. Look at them eyes, oh I know.
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves, everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright, I guess we're good for now.
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
He shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Right, that fight or flight crap.
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
oh, not much. I
No,
probably know about as much as you do.
I don't know how much I believe that.
All I've seen about it is that newspaper article.
That the
I
truth?
can't lie about that. I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
Okay, Meekin.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too? Yes, at least I think so.
What kind of virus is Radical 6? Nobody knows.
What are you doing?
I turned and followed Tenmyonji's gaze. Oh. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Apparently she had been the one to take it away from Quark. The longer I looked at her, however, the more I wondered if she'd taken it to protect him or for some more other sinister reason. She didn't seem stable. In fact, she looked far more like Quark had a moment ago than I was entirely comfortable with. Her eyes were flat and hollow, her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. Alice? Hey? Feeling okay?
We're all going to die.
Huh?
We're all dead already. Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But they will. Soon.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
Okay.
You don't understand? All of humanity is going to die. The virus will spread. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
Oh god. Oh, well, we were all too stunned to even try to restrain her. We just stood there as she spun around and leapt through the door. I shook myself and took off after her. But those few moments of hesitation had put too much distance and too many doors between us. Shit, which way did she go? Right? Left? Fuck if I know. I was still trying to decide when everyone else poured out of the infirmary.
You lost her.
Yeah, I don't know which way she
let's
went.
split up and look. Quickly. She can't have gotten too far.
Right.
Look, if you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood?
Gotcha.
Tenmyoji, I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Yeah, I stay here. Got it.
All right, let's move. People.
Yeah, I can do that. I stay here.
Get going.
At Phi's command, we scattered, filtering off into the different doors. As I ran, I thought, where should I look for Alice? Perhaps the lounge would be a good bet. Or is she gonna be dead already? No one here. Damn, where'd she go? No point in complaining. I just need to look somewhere else. I turn to head towards the exits. And move on. Beep. The archives. Teddy bear! So this is the archives. Kay, Quark, and Alice searched this room. The heck is that thing? Nothing here either. We need to find her quicker. She's gonna do something bad. If she loses it like Quark did and nobody's around to stop her. Shit, I need to hurry. I decided to try the garden, where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio had gone after passing through their door. Alright, well, we hadn't been to the garden before. The inside garden, apparently. Oh, yeah. First thing I noticed when we stepped inside was the smell. Plant life was everywhere, and the air was filled with the fresh scent of it growing, underlaid with the sweet, dry tones of dead leaves underfoot. While the air outside had been dry and harsh, in here it was warm and wet, like a forest after a spring rain. Just like Clover said, plants and stuff everywhere. I walked slowly down the path, still slightly stunned. Most of the facility had been cold, dull metal, but this room was positively verdant. Man, hard to believe there's something like this here. The hell is this even for? As strange as the garden was, Alice needed to be my priority. I reined back my thoughts and continued down off the path into the grass. I only had gone for a few steps when I stopped short. She dead already?
Oh, there you are.
Or she just collapsed?
Good. I'm glad you showed up. I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to take her to the infirmary.
Then she's, alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
She's just
Looks
unconscious.
Like
what about the
Doesn't
scalpel?
look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here. Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Right.
Wait, hold on. There's something I need to tell you. Just stay calm.
What?
Look to the right.
My right or your right?
Your right.
Right. What the hell? This is a bomb!
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters.
No, that's number one.
In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
It says 1. And the one in the crew quarters said 3. Shit, then there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere.
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it. That means we're talking about an explosion the size of 3 tons of TNT.
Clover,
Who said it?
Tenmyoji, and Dio investigated the garden. There's also a chance someone else said it. Anyone could have come here after they left and before we showed up. Anyway, we need to move Alice.
Well,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah.
Alice was lighter than I'd expected, and Phi and I managed to set off towards the infirmary at a brisk trot. We were briskly trotting.
All right, Please pay attention,
And
everyone.
somehow her knot shirt still managed to cover her nips.
You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Phi had called everyone else back after I'd brought Alice in from the infirmary. Seven sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no.
No! What's going to happen to her?
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. It's a special antiviral treatment. Whether or not there's any around here, though.
No! No! Oh, Alice!
I don't know why I had to do it. Your egg has a hole.
Thank you! I don't mind, thank you.
Your egg looks like a donut.
I have donut eggs. I like donut eggs, thank you.
Alright.
Don't be sorry about anything, I'm thankful. I have a toaster.
At least it's a snack until.
It's a snack until nachos.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I'm seriously, thank you very much. I honestly started getting really hungry about 30 minutes ago.
Sorry, it takes a minute to get everything set up so that you can start cooking.
No, I
It's
understand.
perfect. It takes forever.
I understand. I totally understand. We had IHOP for breakfast and it was awesome. That was quite a while ago now. Aww.
I don't want you to die!
I have awesome husband. He said we're mushy clowns. Yeah, you should see us playing Final Fantasy. It's not nearly as lovey-dovey.
Please! Please don't die! I don't want to be alone! Don't die!
Oh, Clover wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oh yeah, by the way, like, we were still doing a thing in the other room and we all forgot.
Players, please enter your votes.
Wait, they can't enter their votes, they're unconscious.
No vote is recorded before the deadline has passed. Any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Your sausage patties are better than mine, though.
What?
Your sausage patties are better than mine.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
So, we need to, like, line up what we vote so that they don't die. Like,
I guess we're just gonna have to leave them behind.
No! I'm not leaving! I'm staying here! Like heck, I'm gonna leave Alice all alone!
she's not
She's
alone.
going to be fine.
Quark's unconscious, too.
Soberil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark.
I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
Whatever. She can do what she wants.
Yes, I like I like his sausage better. I do. He has the better sausage.
I see. Dio and Tenmyoji's opponent in the next AB game is Clover.
And now there's a Pumbaa.
If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally. Which I don't think I need to mention would be pretty favorable for Dio. If she stays, he's got an easy round.
Whoa, what are you saying? You think I'm gonna choose Betray?
Yeah, I do. Am I wrong?
Yes, of course I'm gonna pick Ally.
Have to pick ally.
For one, Tenmyoji's gonna be in there with me. I can't just ignore his opinion and make my own choice, right?
No, I won't be going.
What?
Can't leave Quark here when he's like this. I'll be staying, just like Clover.
Hey, come on now, what
That's
is
still an
this?
ally choice anyway, technically.
Knock it off, Dio. He's too smart to let you make a scapegoat out of him.
What the hell? Why are you so suspicious of me?
Because I'm suspicious of you too, even though I like you.
Yes?
What if Dio stays behind too? If Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio all don't vote, then everyone allies, right?
That's what I thought.
You don't know?
Know what?
This. You didn't find a note like this one?
Huh? Wait, what's this?
We found it in the archives.
Well, there sure as hell wasn't anything like that in the garden.
We didn't find one in the control room either.
Interesting. Apparently only the archive had one.
Oh, so what does
Why
it
don't you read
say?
it for us, Sigma?
How convenient. Let's me. Took the note from him and still slightly confused began to read. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You see? At least one member of each trio must vote. Otherwise...
That means Kay has to vote. Quark and Alice certainly aren't in any condition to. If he doesn't, all 3 of them are screwed.
So what happens if a pair get knocked out, unconscious, and they both can't?
Wait a second. Kay's got 6 BP right now. His opponent is gonna have to default to ally. That means if Kay chooses betray, he's gonna have 9 points.
You needn't worry. I have every intention of choosing ally.
Oh, give me a break. You expect us to just swallow your bullshit?
Kay seems kind of nice, so
Okay.
yes.
Dio, please, think for a moment. You do realize that Alice currently only has 1 BP, don't you? If I were to betray her, what would happen?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
Yeah. Just
I am
like
desperate to escape that
when
I
you
have been
sound
willing to
like
kill.
Junko Enoshima.
Therefore, I will definitely choose ally. Indeed, I really have no choice. Unless, of course, I wish to become a murderer.
5 minutes.
I was saying, we're like running out of time.
Until Ambidex game polling closes.
We don't have time to argue about this. There's only one solution. Clover, you're going to have to go vote for us.
Huh?
What does that mean?
Is that a rule? Can you vote for somebody else?
What, did I use big words? It means this.
I've never seen someone move that fast before, let alone someone as old as Tenmyoji. In the blink of an eye, he covered the few feet between himself and Dio and slammed a closed fist into the other man's chest.
I'm more butter on mine.
You what?
I can use more butter on mine than yours.
I'm happy. Thank you. And here we go. Oh god, here we go. Where? Dio fell to his knees, wheezing for air. Tenmyoji waited half a second to make sure he was down, then turned to look at Clover.
He's not gonna stay down forever. Get out of here, Clover.
But...
You and Kay are in the same position now. I've only got 1 BP, just like Alice.
Interesting. So long as Tenmyoji doesn't vote, Clover's only choice is to choose ally.
Admittedly, there is a chance she might kill me.
Huh?
I told him I'll give him a bite when I'm gone.
Are you saying you trust me with your life?
That's about the size of it.
My greasy goodness.
Dad, you would not share his greasy goodness with me, Mom. Pumbaa, you have a birthday coming up.
What the hell are you standing around for? Get
Little
it.
bites. Little bites. Little bites.
You don't
Sucker.
need to worry about Alice.
He's totally giving Pumbaa bites right now.
Keep a good eye on her, I promise.
It's a last rule. When you're a pug parent, it's kind of a rule in your house that the fur baby always gets the crumbs or the last bite off of the plate.
Get moving.
He's an only child too, so you know.
You still don't trust me.
Right.
No, that's not it at all. I trust you. I just...
3
Oh.
minutes remain.
If we can make a decision.
Ambidex game polling closes.
We need to go.
Come on. Okay. Take care of
Like,
Alice.
drink water.
I've got a water up here already, thank you.
She'll be fine.
You get more water.
I did. That seems to finally satisfy her, and we were off. We ran as fast as we could, leaping through the doors and tearing through the rooms on our way back to the warehouse. Yeah, quick like a bunny. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Can we throw that away?
Oh, no, I'm just between talking. No, I want it. Thank you.
Yes, we do.
Then let's go. And let me take a bite.
Hey, girl, you could stream all day one day if it's all.
I know, right? They're shutting down my game.
For 2 days.
I can't play Final Fantasy for 2 days because of maintenance, man.
Fuck,
2 days.
Moving of data centers from Canada to US somewhere there, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Poor Canadians.
Hey, paper question. And Kitty's back. What's up? He must really trust this girl he just met. I agree with you. 4AB gets yawned open as we swiped
They're
our
teenagers,
cards.
right? I mean,
No, they range from elementary school student to
yes.
old man.
Normally it's only teenagers who have raging hard-ons that trust people they just met.
Right? The sixth, which had been Alice's, remained unopened. Kay and Clover quickly entered the second and third from the right, and Luna and I headed towards our own.
Hold on a minute. You're
Okay?
going to choose ally, right?
Yeah.
Of course we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yes, sure. I promise.
Cross your heart.
No, he's over here, Consuela. No. No.
You're going to be in a world of hurt if you double-cross me.
Cross my heart, hope
She's
you
not a
die.
zombie.
Poke you in the eye with a hot french fry. Don't sweat it. I'm a man of my word. I personally am not a man at all, but that's okay.
Okay. Best part of after you eat the toaster.
What?
The best part of after you eat the toaster.
Yeah, for you. The best part of after everything.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Is that it? That one? Yeah, I figured.
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't have a choice, do I? I promised. I said I'd choose ally.
Fi has 6 BP.
I know the
She
deal.
betrays us.
Yes, she'll have 9 points, I know.
Right.
What do you think we should do, Luna?
It's your decision, Sigma. I'll be in
Weak.
the same position either way. You have 6 BP too, don't you? That means if we betray Fi, and she chooses ally... Yes.
Then I would have 9
You
points.
see? In either case, I could end up with someone in my group reaching their goal.
20 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
That's it. We don't have any time left.
Let me hit the
You
button.
have to make a choice.
You're not letting me.
Yes.
Alright. I turn to face the machine.
10 seconds remain.
10 seconds left. What am I gonna choose?
9, 8,
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
6, 5,
Kill the bunny.
4,
No bunny. I want to kill the bunny. This is impossible.
I'll run it over with my lawnmower.
One.
He said he's gonna run over 0-3 with a lawnmower.
I mean, I think I did it to a family of bunnies at our last house.
That was terrible. I know.
Round 2 of the
They were
Amberdex
okay.
game has been completed.
Maybe.
We did find one time he was mowing
Maybe
our
some
yard
of the
at our
things
old
were
place.
okay, and some of them.
And all of a sudden the grass started moving and he had mowed over a baby bunny hole. I think the bunnies were okay though.
Results
Couple
will
of
be displayed in the warehouse.
Terrible. I feel like Fi would sneer at you for not betraying. Well, Fi would have to get over it.
Thank you for your participation.
You are welcome for my participation. Last bite.
Amberdex gates now opening.
You want the bread? Right. I gave it a home in my tummy.
Oh, empty water bottle.
They're already gathered in front of the projection awaiting the announcement
You
of
chose
the results.
Ally, right? Are you sure
Yep.
that was okay?
Yeah, what else was I gonna do? I promised. It'll be fine. I'm sure if I chose Ally too.
Really?
Right?
God, you gotta finish this game before the 13th, dude. World War III starts.
Oh, that's right. Apparently World War III is on the 13th, so we've only got 3 more days. So, enjoy your life! Come on, what's with you? Do you not trust
No, that's
Fi?
not what I mean. It's just...
I don't trust any of you. Let's just go have a look, shall we? Why are we even talking about this? We'll know what happened in just a few
You're right.
seconds.
Let's go.
Results from round 2 of the Amberdex game will now be...
Is that a show or real? Well, no, technically somebody is predicting right now that World War III is going to break out on the 13th of this month, but the world was also supposed to explode in 2000, so here we are.
The same guy who predicted Trump's winning. I was like, dude, you make enough predictions, you're bound to get a few of them right.
Right.
I predicted Trump's win before that.
Maybe by keeping her answers vague and generalized, they will have less of a chance of finding out that she is a phony.
Right.
Oh, yes, prediction. Very much so. Very much so.
Please
Yeah,
direct
the guy is a
your
self-proclaimed
attention
prophet.
to
But when he
results.
said
Yeah, the
send it back and
self-proclaimed
everything,
prophet.
They sent it back and we're like, no, we're not doing that. You're an idiot. No, he's the messenger for God on earth or something, remember?
Hello, my name is Elder Price, and I'd like to share with you a most amazing book.
You know, how Jesus came to America when there were no white people here.
Hi there, would you like to hear about another religion? I have a free book written by Jesus! What? It's called The Book of Mormon. It's a Broadway show. Google.
Oh, yes, it's amazing. It's like the most funny thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
Like, pretty much literally. Or damn near. Alright, what we got? What we got? What we got? What we got? Ally? Oh! You bitch nugget! She's a bitch nugget.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Nobody has 0, though.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Hey, what the hell is this? Why'd you choose betray? I thought we promised.
I don't remember that.
Uh-huh.
You promised me. You said you'd choose Ally.
And I did.
But I don't recall promising you anything. I was free to choose whatever I wanted. You
Hold
should
on.
have seen this coming.
You're a bitch nugget.
I told you I'd make you pay. And now I am.
Huh? I'd absolutely... Manny Zero! Thank you so much for that host, my friend. How are you? Kill Fi and the bunny. I like the bunny better than I like Fi at this point.
You reap what you sow.
What are you talking about?
You chose betray first.
First? Do you mean in round 1?
No,
What?
I mean the first round, too.
Have you lost it? Take a real good look at the results up there. This is round 2. My vote was ally. Yours was betray. I didn't betray you. I've never betrayed you.
Have. Remember?
No?
Don't lie to me, Sigma. Drop the
What? What does this mean? Exile, X-File thieves. Paper question. Yes, perfect.
There's no way you don't know by now.
Know
What's
about
happening
what?
to you? The strange things you've been seeing.
Do you mean the premonitions? Yeah, premonitions. I want to say it, but as the word formed itself in my mouth, I felt a tingle along the back of my neck. Someone was looking at me. I turned around to see Luna, Clover, and
What
Kay.
are the two of you talking about?
It's nothing. Forget about it.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You were the only person who chose to betray this
No
round.
shit.
Is there some connection to what you and Sigma were discussing?
Illuminati.
Yes, there is a connection. But you wouldn't believe me.
You don't know that.
I don't really want to believe anything you say right now. Fi looked away and scowled. For several long moments, her eyes stared off into the distance, and I could also see her mind working. Finally, she sighed and spoke.
Right. Well, I've got 9 points now.
Yeah, we know.
Sorry, but I'm out of here.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do I really have to explain it? I'm leaving. Through the number 9 door.
Hey, wait! Why does somebody sound like Santa Claus every time they run? Now go back to this AB game and choose Betray when this is done? Really? I have to go back already? It's time for Latin 101 with Professor Fi. I scrambled around in front of her and threw my arms
You're in
out.
my way. Move.
No, I'm not letting you go. What happened to you? I didn't think you were this kind of person who would ditch the rest of us so you could get away.
When someone betrays your trust, feels like a part of you dies. For me, I don't think you have even the slightest idea what that feels like.
Betrays your... What are you saying?
Whatever. Just get out of my way.
No, I'm not moving.
Then you leave me no choice.
As she spoke, Fi bent down. Yeah, that's right. She can, like, freaking parkour. Then shot up into the air and over my head. I spun around to see her standing next to the number 9 door, her hand on the lever. I know, she gets air.
Nice try.
She grinned and tightened her grip on the lever.
Acta est fabula.
What the hell is that?
Latin. Applaud. The play has ended. That's what it means.
Latin.
See you later.
Wait, stop! A bolt of searing light roared through my brain. I almost took Latin and ended up taking 3 years of German instead. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Well, that's not encouraging. Oh! To be continued. Oh. So this game is such a brain fuck. Okay. Push over. Right? Yeah. No, we can go right here. Yes. Okay, so return. So it's gonna have me save. Ah, okay. So we're actually, so we ended up, see, this is blind. I'm going blind, so I have no idea where I'm going. So if I've ended up taking the furthest right option. 5 is fucking down. I would further disagree and present evidence. Luna is Bay. Yes, everybody ends up picking a favorite. I like Dio and I don't like Dio. He's giving me issues. Yeah, Pumbaa is finally having dinner. Pumbaa's chilling. So yeah, I need... to go here, right? No. Stepped out later. So I need to go one above. Phi is greater than Santa. Alright, so now I gotta go in here and pick Betray.
One minute remains.
What are you going to do? Yes, if she... Right.
Yeah, we've seen all this. We
Eileen.
just saw all this.
You have... That means it... Yes, you see, in either...
20.
That's it. We don't...
Santa was robbed, I think.
Yes.
Who would rob Santa?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright. Betrayed.
Round 2 of the result. Thank you, Ambidex.
Alright, so the betrayal option of AB2, AB room round 2. Stepped out of the AB room a little later than the others. Everybody else was waiting out here.
You chose betray. Did you do it
Yeah.
to protect yourself? Were you worried that Phi might choose betray?
That's a good question. I'm honestly not sure myself why I did it.
Well, we should go see the results. I want to see how Kay and Clover voted.
Right. Let's go then. I don't know. Hi, Boomba Loomba. Hi, baby.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Sorry, and everybody, is it just me and her this time? Ally, betray. Fuck! Why? Now she's pissed at us. Now we're just a bunch of betrayers. Oh, but baby, it's okay.
Points have been assigned. Please.
Well played, Sigma. I guess a promise means a lot to you.
Well, this is another reality, sorry. I had nothing to say. She was right. I'd broken a promise.
Why did you do it?
Damn, paper question, that's deep.
Nothing to say? I guess I misjudged you. I thought you were better than this. That was not a smart move, Sigma. I won't forget this.
I know you won't.
I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do. A lapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
Okay. Stop being such a wiggle worm! Thank you. Now. What's that?
A Latin proverb.
What does it mean?
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity.
Lick.
Jupiter is a Roman god. Actually, He's kind of the Roman god. He's in charge of all the others. Not even Jupiter, the ruler of the gods, can take back what's been done.
Santa is maybe top 4 character in 999. Yeah, hi Pumbaa. Yes. If I just said it in the ally route when you went through,
You
right?
did something bad. You're not gonna get a chance to take it back.
Lick, 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 lick. I turned away from Fi. I couldn't stand to look at her anymore. In front of me were Kay and Clover. Their eyes bored into me with cold disapproval, and I looked away. They'd both chosen ally as promised. The only one who'd betrayed anyone was me. The only person with 9 BP was me. Little wonder I wasn't very popular.
What do you intend to do?
You aren't thinking about trying to open the number 9 door, are you?
For a moment, I considered the unthinkable. Could I break through them and reach the door? Once I was through, I'd be out of the game and free from their judgment, but... No, I couldn't do that. How could I possibly just justify leaving them all behind so I could escape on my own? Why had I chosen betray? In my memory, it seemed like an almost flippant choice, as if just to be curious, just to have seen what had happened. If betrayal was something I wanted, I should have made that choice with commitment. But there I was, and I couldn't turn back. Even if I didn't try to open the number 9 door, they would all be suspicious of anything I did. Trust is easy to break and hard to repair. Unless I could somehow turn back the clock, I was stuck with the consequences of my actions.
A lapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity.
How could I do something that was beyond the reach of a god? Why hadn't I chosen ally? What would be happening to me right now? What if? Then Fi spoke, and I blinked.
Sigma, we're just doing this to be safe. We can't let you run around with 9 BP. I'm afraid you're going to have to sleep for a little while. Okay.
Oh. Is that right? Huh? I started to turn around, but it was already too late. I felt a heavy head slam on the back of my neck. And everything went dark. Ah, that wasn't supposed to happen. Every ending begins somewhere. I love that my achievement. That wasn't supposed to happen. Now, at the end of this, go back to ally. Go back and pick ally? Or go back to the ending where I had already picked ally? So we just went. God, the possibilities. I just put you down. Up, down, up, down. You gotta make a decision. Yeah. Wait, oh wait, was the other question mark? Because we've already... There were 2 question marks! Okay. This question mark? We can't even get to that one, can we? Yeah, so it's this one. Never mind. Never mind, can't get to the other one.
You chose ally, right? Are you sure that was okay? You sound pretty... What?
Let's just go have a... Oh yeah, we have to... We've seen all this.
Let's go.
Results from round 2 of the please. Points have been. Please.
It's not gonna let me skip, I guess.
I see. So
Hang
you
on.
remember the...
I wasn't even close to the response I'd expected. I felt anticlimactic. Hey, hold on a minute here. You know? You remember how I chose Betray the last time in round 2? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
of course. Why do you think I chose Betray this time? Don't you remember what I said? That I'd make you pay?
Yeah, I do remember that. Then this is you making me pay?
Yes.
So she already knew that we had betrayed her once, even though we hadn't betrayed her yet. Wait, no, that didn't make any sense. Something wasn't right. How could we both know about an earlier round 2? How could there have been an earlier round 2? Was it some sort of alternate history? Well, the hell was I thinking? That was conspiracy theory shit. Even if there was some sort of alternate timeline or universe or whatever, there was no way I could know what had happened in it. No way I could know. At least I didn't think there was any way I could know. But if I could, then how? I remember Fi choosing Ally, then scowling at me when I broke my promise and swearing revenge.
That was not a smart move, Sigma. I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do.
Why did I know that? Perhaps more importantly, why did Fi remember it? What the hell did any of this mean? Suddenly, I realized that I wasn't alone. I looked up to see Luna, Clover, and Kay. They all began to speak at once.
What happened?
Why did you choose Betray, Fi?
Yeah, you're the only one who didn't vote Ally.
I can't pick you back up. Needy? Fi looked away and scowled. For several long moments, her eyes stared off into the distance, and I could also see her mind working. Finally, she sighed and spoke.
Right. Well, I've got 9 points now. So sorry, but I'm out of here.
What do you mean?
I really have to...
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
And the mindfuckery does begin. Santa! I scrambled around in front of her and threw my arms
You're in
out.
my way. Move.
No!
When someone betrays your trust, feels like a part of you dies.
Oh! She said it!
I don't think you have
She
even
said
the
it!
slightest idea what that feels like.
Betray your... Wait, what are you saying?
Whatever. Just get out of my way.
No, I'm not
see.
moving.
Then you leave me no choice.
As she flies over our head. Shot up into the air and over my head, spun around to see her standing next to the number 9 door. Hand on the lever.
Nice try.
She grinned and tightened her grip on the
Bloody
lever.
tag. Acta est fabula.
More Latin.
It's Latin. Applaud. That's what seal.
Felt myself speaking before I even knew what the words were. Elapsum semel occasionum non ipsi portes lupiter reprehendre. Huh? Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Are you sure this is how you want it to end? What about the nonary game, Zero, the bombs? We still don't know the truth about any of it. If you leave now, we never will. Is that what you really want? Lots of dots. Fi slowly let go of the lever. Really now? Look, I'm sorry about betraying you. I'm honestly not sure why I
Forget
did
about
it.
This time you chose ally and I chose betray. I think we're even.
What are you talking about?
Right.
Why did you
What?
betray her? Are you talking about round 1?
No, we aren't talking about round 1.
Just
We're
drop it. There's no point. I doubt they'd understand even if you did tell them.
yeah, you're right.
Hmm?
I don't get it.
Well, at least it seems Phi has decided to remain.
You've really changed your mind?
Yeah, I'll stick around a little longer. Like he said, I can't leave until we figured out what's going on.
The AB game will continue until someone opens the number 9 door. If someone reaches 9 BP and doesn't open the door, the game will keep going.
Oh man, that's a relief.
Please don't scare us like that again.
Yeah, that bad ending was required for the lock. I know. This whole game is just screwy.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will
The star
be
round?
the star round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
Rebellion circuitry, if we can find it. Right. As many times as we want, huh? Then that
As
means...
long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
Oh god, which is where all these different answers start coming
You
from?
probably won't be allowed to
Or
play
endings?
continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
So you can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right. Didn't Zero Jr. say something about that?
As soon as the gates close, your colors can
All shuffled up.
automatically.
The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Oh yeah. What are your bracelets, guys? Lex, looks like I'm 4 solo.
I'm a magenta pair.
Me too.
That means we'll be a team this time. I think we'll do great.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be my partner then? I'm a cyan pair.
They do not appear to be here. I, for instance, am a yellow pair.
Yeah, it's one of the unconscious people. Wait a second. If Luna and Clover are magenta pair, Phi is a cyan pair and Kay is a yellow pair. Who the hell am I supposed to partner
A
up with?
cyan pair, I imagine.
Phi and her mysterious partner.
How do you
Sigma.
figure that?
What colors are added together to create cyan?
Green and blue, right?
What color would you get by adding your red to that?
Red, green, and blue would be white. Red, green, and blue would not be white.
Exactly.
Somebody mix up some red, green, and blue and tell me how white it looks.
So you're saying the next set of chromatic doors are going to be white?
Yes,
How do you know?
because I have seen them. After leaving the archives, we found a warehouse very similar to this one. In it was a set of white doors. Well, to be precise, a set of doors which radiated white light.
Yeah, I saw him too. After we were finished in the garden, we went to the same warehouse he's talking about.
Digital primary colors are different from paint primary color. Ah, took me a while to get used to that.
They had the same little locker.
Learn something new every day. Appreciate that. Cool deal.
I'm 100% sure they're the next chromatic doors.
What about the people back in the infirmary? Do they know about the white doors?
Yes. If we exclude Quark from their number, then I believe they do.
I wonder what colors they
As
are.
far as pairs go, we're missing a cyan and a yellow.
If Sigma's a red solo, then we should have a green solo and a blue solo back in the infirmary.
Well, I'm going back to the infirmary. I'm kind of worried about Alice and Quark.
I'll go too.
As will I.
I figured that's where we were all going. There's something I need to tell you.
Go on.
I mean, to say something earlier, but I guess there was just so much other stuff going on. I looked at Phi. She nodded back. See, the truth is...
What?
What?
Oh no. You found another bomb?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
In the garden.
No, that's not possible. We didn't see anything like that.
Well... Some of the reveals in this game are going to melt your face off.
Could you have missed it?
No! No way! We checked every part of that room.
There was a number on this one too. It said 01. Since the one we found in the crew quarters was 03 on it,
You think
well...
there might be a third bomb out there somewhere?
I think there's a good chance.
How about that?
Very well. We should split up and find this other bomb. It could be anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
Even if we do find it, what are we supposed to do?
That is a concern for later.
Oh yeah, for sure.
At the moment,
But it's all
our
good.
primary concern should be finding it.
You can't fight an enemy you can't see, after all.
Precisely.
All right, I'll head back to the infirmary and let everybody else know.
Please.
How about we set a time to meet back here, just in case? The time we have left until the chromatic doors open is...
Quite a bit, actually.
1 hour and 57 minutes.
I think approximately half of that should be enough. When we have 1 hour remaining, we should meet back at the infirmary. Acceptable?
That sounds good to me.
Right, I'll tell the others too.
Good. Let us go. Let us away. Oh, but you will. Of course I don't understand. I just now hit the first endings. I don't have a damn clue. It's going down. Yep. White. Memento Mori. I actually know Memento Mori. That's all I know. At all. In Latin. That's it. So these are the white doors that Kay and Clover were talking about. Yeah, there's the lock thing. No question these are the chromatic doors, I guess. Ah! What? When did you...
Been here the whole time.
Seriously? I didn't even notice you.
I guess your hearing's starting to go. How sad.
So what do you want? Why are you stalking me?
You. I just followed you here.
That's pretty much the same thing. But how do you do it? You were totally silent. Are you Batman?
I already told you I'm not. Remember? Back in the AB room when we met?
Makes me think of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Yeah, actually. You also jumped super high, all the way up to the ceiling.
Right. Aren't you curious about that graffiti?
Graffiti? Memento Mori, if the ninth lion? Yeah. Memento Mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Did a kid write that or what?
Why do you say that?
Well, they managed to spell the ninth wrong. Who puts an E in there?
Right.
Then again, maybe it means something.
Do you know what it means? The Latin part.
Hey now, give me a little credit. Even I know what Memento Mori means. You see it all over the place. As far as I know, it translates in something like be aware of death or remember your mortality. Never forget that we all die someday. I guess it's sort of a cautionary thing.
What about the other part?
It's exactly what it says on the tin, right? Some sort of conditional about lions and suns. Anything come to mind?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. What about you?
Me? Well, let's see. Memento mori, if the 9th lion ate the sun. I repeated the words over and over in my head, but nothing. Whatever they meant, it was beyond me. But perhaps Phi...
Huh?
Don't you know Latin? Maybe you can figure more of it out.
I know a little. More than most people, I guess, but I'm not an expert.
Then, how did you know that phrase? Elepsum semellocasium non ne paraloto per.
Oh, that.
Per.
That's from, this.
She unpinned the brooch from her chest as she spoke and held it out to me. I hesitated for a moment, then took it.
Look at the back.
I turned it over. Yeah. So I guess the I is pronounced like J in Latin, huh?
Yeah.
What is
a
this?
memento of my late mother. Well, I guess it's something like a memento.
What does it mean?
She died right after I was born. I was raised by foster parents, and they told me where the brooch had come from. Apparently, it was the only thing my mother had left behind.
What about your father?
I guess you could say I was a bastard. I never saw his face, and I don't know his name. I don't even know if he's alive.
Oh. I couldn't think of anything else to say, so I just handed back the brooch.
That phrase got to be almost like a prayer for me. Whenever I had to make a tough decision, I'd say it to myself. Sometimes I'd just repeat it over and over like a chant. Before long, I had it memorized. It got me interested in Latin, and I started studying the language. Elapsum semel occasionum non ipsi protest Jupiter reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Sounds nice, doesn't it? But it seems kind of funny now. I mean, look at us. We've done what Jupiter can't. We can find our lost opportunities.
Yeah?
That's why I followed you here. I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you about all this. Alone.
Alone?
There's something else we need to do too, though.
Find the number 2 bomb.
Exactly. So we should get going. I'm pretty sure the bomb isn't in here. There's nowhere to hide it. So...
You're saying we should go somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, come on, don't just stand there. We need to get a move on.
Without waiting for a reply, she turned and started towards one of the exits. I followed. So, where are we going now? Back to the archives? Good place to hide a bomb. Now, where the hell do we start looking?
I doubt it really matters. If it's here, we'll find it eventually.
So, what about that Jupiter
we can
stuff?
talk while we look. Now get started.
Alright, I turned to a corner of the room and began to look while Phi spoke.
I'll start with a conclusion I've come to. Our consciousnesses seem to be able to jump through time. No, sorry. Through time isn't really accurate. It's more like we move through worlds. Yes, I don't mean physical planets in this case. Talking about a whole different universe, really. Parallel worlds.
What?
Do you know about the many worlds interpretation?
Well, kind of. I think I've heard it once or twice.
Oh, well, I'll just explain it. Let's say... I don't care what it is, but could you move? Scratch your head, cross your arms, put your hands on your hips? Anything?
I had no idea what this was supposed to explain, but I did as she asked. There's others, cheer, blow a kiss, tap dance, move. Tap dance, sure. Yeah, da-da-da-da. Wasn't it obvious? I was tap dancing.
Oh. Thought you were trying to kill a roach or something. Never mind. Anyway, You wanted to show me your incredible moves, right?
Yeah,
But you could
exactly.
have chosen to moonwalk or scratch your head.
Aren't moonwalking and scratching your head kind of different?
Details don't matter. Just talking about possibilities here. Now, maybe there are other Sigmas in other worlds who did all of those things. All of these worlds and realities are branching off from one another. The choices you could have made branched off from the moment you decided what you were going to do just now.
Right.
Every moment you make a decision, another universe branches off. On
Mind
and on
screwing.
into infinity. Each of those branches is an alternate world. A world where a version of you did something different. Haven't you ever thought about what life would have been like if you'd made different choices? What if you'd gone to this high school instead of that one? What if you hadn't started a study group? What if you hadn't told that girl you liked her? What if? What if? But are those what ifs really just what ifs? Or are there other worlds out there where you did those things? Anyway, that's the many worlds interpretation in a nutshell.
Which is pretty cool.
I've simplified it a lot. Doesn't have to be human actions, though. I just used your actions to make the explanation easier to grasp. The actions of a cat, the flight of a bee, the movement of a microorganism, even fluctuations in air temperature. All these can change history.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second.
Forever to kill this shit. We have got 3 tanks and a healer. We ain't dying though.
No, you're not. There's no way that air is conscious of
Can you say for
anything.
sure that you are. All
What?
of your actions are caused by the cells in your brain. If we go down a little further, then you could say all of your actions are the result of atoms or electrons, or smaller particles we haven't even discovered yet. Are those atoms and electrons still you making a decision at that level? How different are you from the air? I'd say not much. Human existence is just one part of reality. Falling in love is like a tulip blossoming. A tulip blossoming is like a tornado forming in South America. See what I'm saying? The only thing that really matters is the action of the most elementary particles of matter. That's where history happens. That's where universes branch out.
Well then.
Hey, you stopped. Are you done with that shelf?
Oh,
Well, keep
not
looking
yet.
while How familiar are you with quantum physics?
Not at all.
Never mind, don't answer that. I'll try and keep it simple for you.
Everyone in this game is like a quantum physicist.
Let's see. Hey, hand me that box, will you?
This one, sure. I handed the box I'd been examining over to her. She set it down on the desk and opened the top.
Also...
Yay, enfeebling trap. I somehow hit while not standing on it.
There's a stuffed lion over there. Perfect. He's part of Felidae, too.
With that, she grabbed the lion and tossed it unceremoniously into the box. She also took a weight and an ink jar and put them in next to the lion.
All right. Everything's ready.
Ready?
Remember that book in the crew quarters about Schrodinger's cat? It relates to all this stuff I've been talking about. Anyway, come look at the box.
My bad.
This'll
I
only
pulled an
take a
extra one,
minute.
guys. Kill it.
Now look.
Oh boy, okay, I shrugged and peered into the box.
What do you see?
Well, there's a stuffed
Oh,
lion.
That's a cat. A
Okay.
living cat. This is important. Got it?
Yeah, it's a cat
Oh
meow.
man. This again?
Sorry. I can't help
I
it.
find that hard to believe. Ugh. Fine. Maybe I can just ignore it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
Alright, what else do you see?
Oh wait, that's not even a pond and a jar of ink.
Now the weight is going to be radioactive material. And the jar of ink is full of poisonous gas.
What? I'm getting out of here!
It's not really full of gas. This is just hypothetical. Imagine that it's full of gas. So, what's the weight?
Radioactive material.
And the jar of ink.
It's full of poison gas.
Exactly. Good work. Now, there's one other thing you need to know about the jar. If it's struck by any of the alpha particles the radioactive material emits, it'll break. These particles are emitted randomly, but there's a 50% chance that one of them will come into contact with the jar over the course of an hour. So let's close the lid. And pretend an hour has passed. Here's the question. Is the cat inside of the box alive or dead? You can't open the box to check. And you can't hit the box. Obviously, you can't shake it either. It's also been soundproofed, so the cat could be howling up a storm in there and you'd never know. Basically, you have no idea what's going on inside the box.
Right, I understand
Do you remember
this.
what happens if the alpha particles hit the jar?
It breaks, gas fills the box, cat inhales it, death will whisk her away.
And what if the jar doesn't break?
The cat lives to tell the tale.
Haha. And what are the chances of either of those things happening?
About 50%.
So, what's your answer? Is the cat alive or dead?
I can't personally
Then
know.
guess. It's not hard. Alive or dead?
I'm trying to think that I'm more of an optimist. The cat is, pause for dramatic effect, alive!
Nope, you're wrong.
It's dead?
That's wrong too.
Right. And what's the right answer?
The answer is that it's in a state where it is neither dead nor alive.
What? How does that make any sense?
It's an extrapolation of something we see at the atomic level. We don't know if an atom is spinning upward or downward until we measure it. Before it's measured, those two possibilities coexist. But as soon as the measurement is taken, obviously, only one possibility is the truth. That's what's happening with the alpha particles.
Right.
Since we can't know when they were emitted or where, we only know the probability that they'll impact the jar. Because we can't observe anything that's happening in the box, that becomes the entire system. In other words, the box is like the atom. We don't know how the cat's life or death situation has resolved itself until we look at it. Until we do, it's just a bunch of possibilities.
Well,
you get it?
Yes.
If the cat in the box is possibilities,
then it's both alive and dead.
Right. So, let's open the lid. And when we do, all the possibilities will collapse into a single truth. Meow. What a relief, huh? Looks like the cat's alive. Anyway, that's Schrodinger's cat. The many worlds interpretation is one theory for explaining that weirdness.
So there's another world out there where the cat is dead. The cat died.
That's the idea.
Gotcha.
Looks like that cat tick of yours cleared up.
Yeah, well, your story was pretty insane. That was the sexiest meow. Meow. You don't think so? It's just the idea of something being alive and dead at the same time. And if the moment the lid is open determines whether or not the cat's dead, then it's almost like events in the future can determine the past. I mean, the cat doesn't die when you open the lid, so it must have already been dead.
Exactly. You've experienced it, haven't you?
What on earth are you talking about?
Think back. Remember round 2 of the AB game? When you chose Betray, what was my vote? But what
Ally.
happened this time?
I chose Ally and you chose Betray.
Right. And both times, I put in my vote a full minute before the deadline. When did you push the button?
Right before the deadline.
I see. Well, that makes this a little easier to explain.
Thank you, Based
If you
5.
chose Betray, then my vote was Ally. If you chose Ally, then my vote was Betray. But I made my choices a whole minute before you made yours. Don't you think that's strange? You do see what I'm saying, don't you?
I started ready for it. That's why I don't care what you do.
That my choice in the future altered your actions in the past?
That was that much, so.
From your perspective, there's no other way to interpret it. Look at this die. I found it over there. Let me give you one last example.
As she spoke, she tossed the die into the box and quickly shut the lid.
All right. Answer this question. What number is the die on?
I like 4. Let's go with 4. Has to be 4.
Okay. I'm going to open the lid.
Huh.
Good job. You got
Was it
right.
actually? That was just a
Was
fluke.
it? Let's think about what was going on before I opened the lid. What number was the die on?
4, of
Haven't
course.
you been paying attention? The die is still a collection of atoms, isn't it? I don't think you can reasonably suggest that it was made of some different kind of matter.
Wait, so you're saying that before you opened the lid, the die was on all the numbers.
Uh-huh. That's one way to look at it, at least.
And then when you opened the lid, it was just one number.
Or it might have become that number when you declared which one it was.
Huh? Wait, what do you
Your
mean?
choice in the future has an effect on the past.
That's crazy. Yeah, I wish.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We got a little off topic there, but I think I made my point. Reality separates off into an infinite number of branches for each and every possibility. You and I seem to be able to jump from branch to branch. Of course, our bodies aren't doing the jumping. Our consciousnesses just sort of dive into other versions of ourselves in other worlds.
Whoa, I think I get it now. So, are we having fun yet? So much fun! I really do. Like, I really love this game. It just takes a lot of paying attention. You've jumped from another world. That's how you knew all those other things you shouldn't have known.
That's the best I can figure out, at least. Unfortunately, it seems like we don't retain all our memories when we jump. Maybe we only remember particularly important things. I'm not sure how it works. But whatever the reason, it seems to be fairly limited. And often, we don't seem to remember jumping at all. Things will just sort of pop up.
That's why when you say someone asks you how you know X, all we can think to say is I just knew.
Yeah.
What's causing this then? I don't remember ever doing this before, so why would it start
If
now?
we knew that, I don't think we'd be having so much trouble. It's just... well, I'm pretty sure it has to do with why we're locked up in here. There's no way this doesn't have something to do with whatever Zero Senior's trying to do.
Well, right.
Why would he have left that Schrodinger's cat book in the crew quarters?
You aren't kidding, are you? Maybe this is some sort of huge Schrodinger's cat experiment. And all 9 of us are locked up inside the box right now.
What if you've got it backwards?
Backwards?
We're outside of the box, and the rest of the world is inside.
Then the moment we step out of this place...
Yeah. We might be determining the history of the world outside.
No way. I had 1,000 other questions, but before I could open my mouth to ask them...
Oh, good. There you are.
Did something happen?
Yes. We found it.
Found what?
What? What else could we find? The bomb.
Bomb!
The other antimatter bomb. The number 2 bomb is in the control room.
Oh, that's where we were. Man, we suck.
Yeah.
That it? There.
This is one of them, all right.
And it's number 2, apparently. Well, at least we found them all now.
There could be more. Like Kay said, there might be a number 4 bomb out there. We have no way to know.
Right. Did you tell anyone else about this, Clover?
Not really. But I wasn't the first person to find it.
Who was?
Kay and Luna. After they found it, they came to the infirmary and told the rest of us.
Who was in the infirmary?
Tenmyoji and Dio were there. So were Alice and Quark, of course, although they were still asleep.
So everyone who wasn't asleep knows about the bomb. I see.
Yeah.
There's nobody else here, though. Where'd they all
Right
go?
after we came here to look at the bomb, they all left. They were going to go look for you 2.
Oh. What about Alice and Quark?
They're the same. Still sleeping. We checked them out just to be sure, but they seemed fine.
That's good. Fi and I looked at one another and let out a small sigh of relief.
Oh, right. I checked everybody's bracelets when we were in the infirmary. Did you want to know what they were?
It took her only a moment to explain. Alice was a green solo. Quark was a blue solo. Dio's bracelet made him a yellow pair. And Tenmayunji's was a cyan pair. So, what are our options for our groups?
The next set of doors to open are going to be the white doors. That means we'll have to mix our colors so that we get white.
If I laid out what that would mean. Option A, Phi and Tenmayunji's cyan would pair with us. Kay and Dio would go with Quark. Clover and Luna would go with Alice.
Huh? There's only one option?
Yeah. Any other combinations don't make white.
Gotcha. What about Alice and Quark? Luna said it's going to be a while before
We'll
they
just
wake
have
up.
to carry them. The secondary doors won't open without 3 bracelets. And if we can't open them...
Yeah, we'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Don't worry about Alice. I'm on her team.
Are you saying you can carry her?
Well, I can get Luna to help me.
True. I'm sure she'd be happy to help.
What about Quark?
He's on Kay's team. There
That's
shouldn't be
easy.
any issues there.
Right. We still need to figure out what we're going to do about this bomb. Alice said we should be safe as long as there's no trigger with the remote.
Maybe, but we can't just leave them here forever. I mean, if they go off, then everything in like a couple 100 kilometers is gonna get fried.
Wait, a couple 100 kilometers? What are you talking about? That bomb should only have about as much explosive power of a ton of TNT, which is nothing to sniff at, but there's nowhere near the kind of yield you're talking about.
What if these bombs are just like the detonator?
Oh, you mean there might be a bunch more anti-hydrogens around here somewhere. Yep, right over there.
Yeah, there are supposed to only be 18 antimatter reactors in the whole world. If that's one of them, then there's a lot of anti-hydrogen.
How much is a lot?
3.5 kilograms.
3.5? That's like 10,000 times more than Alice's 350.
If there really is that much, and if it does explode,
then we would be looking at an explosion roughly 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
Woo! No. That's insane.
Wait, Clover, how did you know that?
know what?
That stuff about antimatter reactors.
Well, that's, during my training, they...
Training for what?
My job?
Of course. I didn't realize waiters these days needed to memorize how many optional antimatter reactors there were worldwide. Or how much fuel either one of those reactors might need to be storing. No, they're agents from the first Nonary games, I'm betting. Right paper question. I'm pretty, like I said, I'm pretty much convinced that they were, sent, because I still don't know Alice's involvement, you know. I still think Alice might have been one of the kids in the original Nonary game, and so now they're like agents, and that was their training. You don't work at a cafe, do
Did
you?
you hear about that from Alice? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, she's right then.
And why are you using antimatter reactors at a
That's,
cafe?
What we call the coffee machines.
What the are you fucking with
Tell
me?
you the truth. I work at a cafe. It just might, be a kind of fake job to divert attention. I think they call it a cover.
Then what's your real job?
I'm sorry. I really can't tell you anything else.
Why not?
It's classified.
Classified by who?
Government?
Right.
Government?
That's right. Alice said it was her job to eliminate enemies of the state or something. So you two do work together. Big Boomba farted. Coffee machines. I'd better get some good coffee if that runs on antimatter. Heck yeah! I gotta have my coffee.
No. Check your bracelets. How much time do we have left?
What are you talking about?
The door's open. Come on, quickly.
55 minutes? Damn. We were supposed to have met up 5 minutes ago.
I'm heading back then. Remember, we're supposed to meet at the infirmary. You guys hurry back, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
See ya. See ya. And she's gone. Fine. She's right, you know. We need to
Hold
get
on.
going.
I need to check something really quick.
Okay.
Oh, there you are. You're late. What were you doing?
Nothing.
Yeah. When we arrived, everyone else was already back. Quark and Alice hadn't left, of course. They were both asleep soundly. Any traces of madness we'd seen earlier long gone.
Clover told us. You've seen the bomb in the control room.
Yeah, with our own
What else
eyes.
should we do? That makes 3 bombs.
Well, we have to do something. They're bombs, for God's sake.
There's a quick and simple solution.
Really?
Remember what Alice said?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So, if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
We're boned.
Not a problem. We've resolved that issue.
Huh?
Show them.
I nodded and pulled it out of my pocket. Oh, I forgot about that thing. That's right. Exactly. We didn't even have any idea what it was for at first, but Fi figured it out. After Clover left, we tested it.
Turned out I was right. It fit perfectly.
Gotcha. Couldn't get it to do anything, though. We plugged in a couple random characters, but all we got was an error.
Still, I'm sure this is the thing Alice was talking about. We just didn't have the right password.
But why was it in the control room?
Do you think Zero Senior put it here for us?
That would suggest it was also Zero Senior who set up the bombs.
Doesn't that seem odd, though? Zero Senior wants us to play the nonary game, right? So why would he
Right.
set bombs?
Don't know.
Maybe he wants to blow this whole place up if someone commits some crazy violation of the rules?
That doesn't make sense. Our bracelets already have poison in them. If someone breaks a rule, all he has to do is activate their bracelet.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, whatever the case is, there's one thing we can be sure of. The person who set these bombs is one of us. Whether or not that person is also Zero Senior isn't particularly
Boom.
relevant at the moment.
Is it really a good idea to punch in a random code to a bomb?
What is relevant?
No,
They know
probably
the
not.
deactivation password. If we can figure out who that person is,
It's cool.
question them.
We can get the password and turn the bombs off.
Exactly. That would be my quick and easy method. So fess up. Which one of you set the bombs?
Boom, boom. Right.
Not that I expect you to do that. So, we're going to be checking everyone.
Checking us?
Yes. Once they're set, the bombs are controlled by a remote. It stands to reason that whoever set them has that remote.
So you're gonna search us for it?
Yes.
But
No buts. If you refuse, that implicates you. Do what I say and you'll be fine, assuming you are actually innocent. Understand?
Right.
No reason to wait. Let's get started. Anyone want to volunteer to go first? No? Alright.
No.
Let's see.
Map.
Huh?
Wait. You only need to search one person.
Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Fi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person. Exploded? That person, you did it! The room was suddenly silent. And another ending. Okay. That person is forearm! That person is forearm man! Oh, gosh! Objection? This will be a good wrap-up point. I'm going to override that right there. Like, why does that get to be an ending? You just get a pointy finger.
71 to 80.
Not an ending.
God. I go through 100. I need to get through 100.
I didn't know it went up.
It goes to 200, but you can't go past 100 without a fixed route.
Gotcha. Is a story lock for one of them? Okay, cool. We'll wrap up at that lock then. That'll be perfect. Now, I guess I might be able to Friday. I don't really know what's going on Friday, other than your birthday. I know. I know. He said he wants to watch Secret Life of Pets. That's how this game is. Like 10 hours of play without an end. Usually slow burn, but the end is so good. No, I know it's so worth it. Very much worth it. I know. Paper Question, you will have to come rejoin us for sure. Because we will be picking this. We'll be picking this up again shortly. Well, that'll do. My brain hurts. The puzzles really aren't too bad. It's keeping up with all the wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey. What do you look like Friday? I'll be looking forward to it if I find the time. No, believe me, I understand. I really do. Always be welcome if you ever can. I know how busy everyone is, though. I usually am. I'm on summer break right now.
Well, that sucks.
I didn't do it. If you're free, yeah, if you're free on Friday, that should work. That should do. So I will hit you up on that. All right, guys. I will leave you to your evening. I'm gonna go hang out for a little bit. Thank you guys so very much for joining me again. And I guess I will assume I will see you guys for another round of this on Friday. So until then, I'll see you later.